The Ironheads were hosting the Newmarket Saints in their home opener Wednesday night, and it didn't start the way the Ironheads would have hoped. 24 seconds in, the Saints sneak one past Tyler Newman, giving them the early 1-0 lead. Now with the Ironheads pressing on the power play, the Saints tendy makes quite the save, coming post to post, robbing the Ironheads and keeping it a 1-0 game. Now the Saints on the pursuing play get it deep down in the Ironhead zone, killing valuable time for the Ironheads power play. And then on the half-boards, Jake Gilmore breaks his stick, allowing the Saints player to cut out in front, sneak one past Tyler Newman, and making it a 2-0 lead. However, Curtis Rausch then knifes in, snaps a quick one past the tendy, giving him the first of his season and giving the Ironheads life. A minute later, Dylan Tulitt cuts in from the half-board, off balance, whips one past, tying the game up at 2. Then Jake Gilmore, all by himself, forechecking, somehow beats out 2 defenders, comes out in front. He is lying down. He somehow finds the way to get it in the back of the net. That's the first of his season, and giving the Ironheads a 3-2 lead. Now keep an eye on the players in front. It looks like Newmarket gets away with a cheap shot there, high on Kyle Robson. He doesn't like it. A little scrum ensues. He's trying to get his helmet off. He does rip it off. However, he does also throw it over the glass. That leads to a game misconduct. He gets kicked out. Now in the second period, the rough stuff continues. After a Saints player crashes into Newman, Mike Byrne doesn't like it. He comes to the defense of his goalie. The rookie starts throwing them, lands a couple big blows. Pretty good first fight for the kid. Now a few minutes later, still early on in the second period, the Saints throw what seems to be a harmless shot on a net. It somehow finds the way in the back of the net, tying the game up at 3. However, a fight does ensue on the play. They throw some big right hands, exchanging back and forth. However, the fight really just kind of ended with both of them being like, I think they were just tired. And they separated. Now from that moment on, the Saints took all the momentum and the energy from the game. They went on to score 7 goals as they outscored them 7-0. And they took a 10-3 lead going into the third period. Tyler Newman just got handcuffed on a couple of these ones. In the start of the third period, with the Ironheads down a man, Curtis Rausch takes on 2 defenders. He slices past both of them, and he scores his second of the game and the second of the season. However, that's as close as they would get. The Saints went on to score 2 more within a minute apart as they improved to 1-3, winning their first game of the year. And the Ironheads fall to 0-2 to start off the season. The Ironheads know they have to be much more disciplined.
Young team, we have to learn how to take those things, how to control them. So the lack of discipline will hurt you until they learn that it does hurt you. So we push and push and push, and eventually it'll get through. So that's what we're trying.
It hurts the team after a couple guys. You know, we lose a couple, we're short-footed. But, if there's a time and a place for that stuff, somebody runs your goalie, you gotta defend them. Somebody hits somebody dirty, sometimes you got to suck it up and bleed a little bit.
I wouldn't say it was tough, but it was definitely an adjustment getting back used to the indoor game. There's a whole shot clock and stuff like that. And even I met half the offensive guys before the games, didn't even know their names. So it's good. There's a lot of talent, a lot of guys know what they're doing out there. So once we get, a lot of guys are going to get the flow of the game and get their speed up, and we'll be good. Looking forward to it.